Okay, killers, we're back. We're back for another mighty episode of the epic Dawn type Brandon Angel fitness journey hitter, back from hell into excellent shape in an all natural, complete mindset way. I say complete mindset way because if you do it the right way, if you do it the hard way, if you do it the natural way, your intentions are good, you don't feel shady or sticky or greasy, right? You did it the hard grind way, so your mindset is complete. Your eyeballs don't see any needles going into you're not using any cheater laboratory. Bypass your liver may be very much more costly than you think it is. In the case of steroids, we know that the natural endocrine system shuts down. There's a real power in practicing your written math and not letting the calculator do everything for you, so that you have the cognitive ability that also, if you don't use, you will lose. Right? You know, the way you do everything is the way you do anything. Right? Try to stay highly organized and accountable with solid inventory every step of the way with everything that you're doing. That's a solid player. That's a high operational level being that I would like on my team. I'm looking for guys on our loose network, but we really don't want to pollute our network. We don't want to dilute our network. We want this to be an A-game network, and we need pure A-gamers in order to do that. We have learned through diverse experience we don't want to waste our time falling into pitfalls, waste our time unaligning ourselves with a BS conversation and a BS person. We want to stack our positives into a strategic arrangement that is structured, well organized, well thought out, well evolved even, and promotes discipline across our life, tripling down on the basics, realizing that the mindset is the Jedi set of it all, right? Realizing that with a superior mind and incredible creativity and incredible diplomacy and incredible problem solving skills and incredible delivery, oration, these are the things I need to work on. Communication gives you the power to have not just an insanely positive action, but an insanely positive ripple effect and an insanely necessary time to where you fit right in as a well chiseled out puzzle piece to help us all grow. And isn't it so amazing that this is only a product of your free will? And there's a whole bunch of degrees of settling for less, living a lie, that fall under the spirit tipping truth, destiny, highest road. There's plenty of mouth sounds and dictionary scribbles that we can use to help describe this, but it doesn't fully describe this, and none of us really know the true depths of any of this because we're seeking. We haven't concluded anything. We're students of a nature not any one of us is ever to catch up with, so we remain grateful and blessed and determined. And I mean, listen, it's just like a person who doesn't have a grasp on a metaphysical reality of intelligence is many intelligence is likely, but a master intelligence as well that has kicked itself down in many different ripple effect ways that many blind programmed people, and listen, once you've been deceived at all, you're easier to deceive with new things after that. So you have to make sure that constantly, consistently, part of your oil change, just like your push-ups and eating food and sleeping, is purifying yourself, self-inventorying, taking accountability and responsibility for your stuff and your situation and your footprint and all of that. And the way that you do it, how you do it, is who you are, just the letters flipped, right? That you're really cultivating mind, spirit, metaphysical something, right? We don't have the item in a jar anywhere. But your mind, your spirit, and this reality, this most powerful reality that the physical reality actually comes from, that's physics. When you study, when you have enough diverse experience, and you start to connect all these dots, and you still can't perceive in the voodoo verse spirit world. That was a VoodooBreaker.com reference just there. Kill control freaks, no jail time. It might be our destiny reality that us honorable valiant cats, right, to kill control freaks. It might be, especially the child abusing ones, no? Aren't you supposed to? Sure. I mean, you tell me. I'm just checking. You know, if it's known, recognized child abuse, you know, and I guess we'd all define that in different. If there's 100 specialists that's of psychiatry and child development that are like, no, this is the ultimate, this is some of the worst, this is freaking totally wrong. They know it, you know it, we all know it, but the damage is super severe, and they can know about the super severe damage and still cause it. All horrible child molesters, they know they're ruining this kid's life. They do it anyway. That's why they should. Or you tell me, right? So anyway, if it rhymes with, you know, so if you've seen this kind of injustice, and it is in your DNA to be a protector, and that DNA is epigenetically created, one, do the right thing, and one, tell the truth after another, to use Marcus Aurelius, right? You really can't have a conversation with me until you've studied the greats, until you've gone out to nature for years, you know? When you do great things, the spectrum of company in which you will be mentally or physically or spiritually or whatever round soundly, metaphysically stimulated will get smaller and smaller and smaller. And you're just going to be looking for the greats, right? There's always going to be greats way ahead of you that you can fantasize to one day earn the status or the accomplishments or the reason to connect with them. The reason, the circumstances, the purpose, the mission greater than yourself. You know, I would like to do something good in the world that enhances life, that's light, maybe. It doesn't need to be so deep anymore. I'm coming out of this deep chapter where I've been keeping it all the way real. I only came on the internet for one person that had been psyop so hardcore. There was no guarantees this was going to work. I have absolutely no feedback test reading information or that is positive. It's all been negative. It's all been progressively negative. As I have told truths, lies have stepped up in my face at every turn. Very unexpected, extreme, unbelievable, stalking ex-girlfriends, contacting their husbands, just amazing attempts at causing whatever issues they can after they're already responsibility for millions. Oh, no more sob stories. No sob stories, Brandon. No sob, no, not a victim. Warrior. The biggest injustice, fucking dude, if somebody kidnapped your kid and brainwashed them to hate you, it is your fault. It is your fault. You should have made sure to handle things. But now, it's your fault and your responsibility to do with it the best way that you can. And right here on the General Fitness channel, that is a little bit more public of intention, I should not talk about these things, right? See how I just kind of corrected myself and lived authentically right there? No problem. I'm not afraid. I don't care about your criticism. I don't need to be perfect all the time. I need to be real. I don't need you to be perfect all the time. I need you to be real. And in the creative process, you're going to go on little tangents or whatever. You know what I mean? And if I jump up after the baby spills some milk, instead of kicking back and watching, I have no information to give better guidance. And I prevented this young baby from doing what it's going to do. And it's experimentation now, given these new circumstances, given these new consequences, one step to one. Sometimes you got to give people what they're asking for. Sometimes you got to sit and let people clean up the mess that they make so that they're not a mess maker in the future, and you help to them be an asset and not a liability. This is dynamic stuff here. You got to put a lot into it. Baby step, you got to care enough. There's a lot of people out here that got this aerated, I don't care, I'm above it all. There's no way you can bring me down, even though I'm talking bullshit. Key thing here, mouth service, talking bullshit. That is a disease that is programmed by evil people that want you to be an evil person. Follow me. I've given you enough functional things. Please trust me here. I know it's hard to believe, and I don't want to get stuck here, and I don't want to talk about mystical, untangible, too hard to grip things, but just you do good in the world, you're going to have a good life from that. You're going to feel good about what you're doing. You're going to go on to the next good thing, and it's going to be a great thing, and you're going to be stepping out of a good place, and you'll find out how important all these goods are to be stacked together in order to have any kind of great shit go on. And if you do the bad, if you want to go make mistakes and you want to be a cut up and you want to cut corners and you think you're smarter and you don't need to do all the right steps and you don't need to be a thorough individual and you don't need to do a thorough job sharpening that blade. All right, well, when you're cutting next to me, and I'm way out here, and I've got the stamina and the know-how, and I'm going, and you're way back here saying, how does he do it? Well, maybe that's the experience that you need, huh? Maybe we all need a humbling. Maybe it's part of the cyclic processes going on in this masterfully cyclic reality into where we put the spin on an existing ball, and that's all we're really able to do. And it's like, which spin do you want to be responsible for putting on this ball, right? I mean, that's really the space shuttle ultimate. Long story short here, space shuttle image ultimate bird's eye view need from nature, from the grand teacher. Don't shoot the messenger. We may not like the slave accounting job, but we may have to do it right now. You know, we might like this job or this job or this job. And just that it's a matrix jump away, nothing more, nothing less, and you're not going to make the first one, right? Neo. But it's just a matrix jump away, those things. But you might think you need this slave job now, and you'll stay there for as long as you think that. And you might not think that you need to go 2 videos back and make bigger commitments and find higher operating individuals. You do need higher operating individuals. You do need to hold yourself to harder commitments, and you do need resistance to build muscle. You do need to start solving bigger problems. And those ones that you know you need to put behind you that are procrastinating that are screaming at you, man, get to it. You are not helping yourself by missing that mark. I'm telling you right now. You are killing yourself by not doing that destiny calling that you know you need to do, but you just haven't done yet. And you think, oh, I'll get to it. No, today's the day. If you let this day go by and tomorrow's not the day, I don't want to be you. I don't want to watch this video screaming this at you, and you know you found it cosmically, and you know I'm saying it cosmically, and you know it's just like that. And then tomorrow it's not going to be done. By the end of tomorrow, we got 48 hours, person, to get on that magic that you need in the work that you don't want to do. Success that's on the other side of your ego. Destiny, calling, you know what it is. Or stay stuck on stupid. And keep it letting that time jog out, which is just you opening black holes. That's it. That's all you're doing. You're not building. You're not over here on the positive, polar, light side of the spectrum. You're over here on the dark, dummy, dipshit, doofus, donkey side of the deceptive, dramatic, distracted dummies. All right, I wish you the best. Let's go. Get that thing done. 48 hours. Hua.